Welcome to an explosive 6th episode of Action Movie Digest from Budomate, where we dive headfirst into the heart-pounding world of action cinema. In this episode, we'll pay homage to the action legend Arnold in his first TV show role, talk about superheroes of Guardians of the Galaxy and Fast X, and discuss Conor McGregor and Sylvester Stallone in their new reality TV shows. Besides that, we'll explore the diverse range of heroes that have become legends in their own right. We have 21 movies and 4 TV shows to discuss. So grab your popcorn, turn up the volume, and prepare to jaw-dropping stints, unforgettable gunfights, and adrenaline-fueled car chases that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Let's go! Vikram Vedha is the new Indian action movie starring Saif Ali Khan and Hrithik Roshan. Vikram, an encounter specialist, raids a place, killing all the gangsters who work for a dreaded gangster Vedha, but fails to get any information on his hideout. Vikram finds about his hideout, and before he could leave with his team, surprisingly Vedha comes and surrenders himself at police headquarters. During interrogation, Vedha is mum, but opens up only when Vikram interrogates him, where he revels him about his past on how from small go on he turned a gangster. The Grandson is the action drama from Hungary starring Georgi Blaho and Thomas Jordan. After his grandfather falls victim to an elaborate scam, the life of a young man is turned upside down. The topic of the movie is old, but it is very interesting for the people who suffered from this issue, considering that it touches the sensitive section of the society that people sympathize with. Forever Red is the new epic movie from a director Yimou Jiang who filmed before Takeshi such films as Hero and House of Flying Daggers. A pawn tries to get rid of a traitorous minister, Qin Hui, when he leads an army to the border for talks with a Jurchen mission. Narvik, Hitler's First Defeat is the new European war film starring Christine Harkin and Karl Martin-Egesbo. April 1940, the eyes of the world are on Narvik, a small town in northern Norway, source of the iron ore needed for Hitler's war machinery. Through 2 months of fierce winter warfare, Hitler is dealt his first defeat. The Legend in Butterfly is the new Japanese movie starring Takuya Kimura and Haruka Ayase. This is a story of a man and a woman that extends over 30 years in the Warring State period. The life, death, and many events around the life of warlord Oda Nobunaga have been the source and inspiration of many movies. In The Legend in Butterfly, we get to see a heavily fictionalized version of Oda defining years through a different lens, his relationship with Ketcho/Noheim, his legal wife, of which not that much is known historically. Hypnotic is the new sci-fi action directed by Robert Rodriguez and starring Ben Affleck and Alice Braga. Detective Danny Rourke's daughter, Manny, goes missing, causing his marriage to fall apart. While investigating a bank heist, Rourke encounters a mysterious man named Lev Delrain who possesses the power to control minds. Rourke finds a clue related to his daughter during the heist, leading him to a fortune teller named Diana Cruz. Both Rourke and Cruz are revealed to be powerful hypnotists trained by a secretive government division. Rourke discovers that Delrain, someone else in disguise, is searching for a powerful weapon known as Domino, which was stolen from the division. Bholaa is Indian action movie starring Lokesh Kanagaraj and Amal Kian. Bholaa, a prisoner, is finally going home after 10 years of imprisonment to meet his young daughter. His journey gets difficult when he is arrested midway. At first, he is not aware of the grave situation he has got himself into, but after a crazy incident takes place, he must travel a pathway full of crazy obstacles with death lurking around every corner. Will he get to meet his daughter? To Catch a Killer is the new action drama starring Shailene Woodley and Ben Mendelsohn. Baltimore, New Year's Eve. A talented but troubled police officer, Shailene Woodley, is recruited by the FBI's chief investigator Ben Mendelsohn to help profile and track down a disturbed individual terrorizing the city. The Extortion is the new crime thriller from Argentina starring Guillermo Francella and Pablo Rago. An experienced commercial pilot is forced to collaborate with his country's intelligence services to avoid being punished for a serious fault he committed on the job. He is quickly plunged into a plot of intrigue and extortion that will put his life at risk, and he will pay a very high price to escape from it. Sisu is the new war action movie from Finland starring Jorma Tommila and Axel Hennie. When an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the Lapland wilderness tries to take the loot into the city, Nazi soldiers led by a brutalist officer battle him. Roads of Fear is the new French crime drama starring Adrien Stocklet and Vincent Anders. Ellen, who suffers from bipolar disorder, wants to please his father, the head of a mafia in the south of France, and participates in spite of himself in crimes. However, every action has consequences and a heavy price to pay. The third part of Guardians of the Galaxy is back with Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Karen Gillan, and Bradley Cooper as Rocket, and Vin Diesel as Groot. Peter Quill, still reeling from the loss of Gamora, must rally his team around him to defend the universe along with protecting one of their own. A mission that, if not completed successfully, could quite possibly lead to the end of the Guardians as we know them. One Ranger is the new action film from the master of action Jesse V. Johnson, starring Thomas Jane and Dean Jagger. British intelligence meets Texas justice in this white-knuckle action thriller. A gun-slinging Texas Ranger tracks a bank robber across the desert, only to discover he's an international terrorist set on detonating a bomb in the heart of London. When the lawman's partner is killed, he is drawn into partnership with a British intelligence agent and her boss to bring the outlaw to justice, dead or alive. The Mother is the new action film directed by Nicky Caro and starring Jennifer Lopez and Joseph Fiennes. This is a Netflix original film with a concept of reusing the John Wick topic and Luc Besson's Nikita story with a seasoned empowered female actress fighting off perpetrators. While fleeing from dangerous assailants, an assassin comes out of hiding to protect the daughter she left earlier in life. Deadshot is the new UK action movie starring Amal Amin and Mark Strong. When a border ambush goes wrong, a retired Irish paramilitary witnesses the fatal shooting of his pregnant wife by an SAS officer. After outwitting the SAS, now wounded and presumed dead, he escapes, taking his revenge to the dark and paranoid streets of 1970s London. Raw and suspenseful, Borderland is an adrenaline-fueled thriller that will leave audiences weighing up the true cost of revenge. Oregon Trail is the new Western drama starring Zoe D. Grand Mason and Mavor Zickel. A young Abigail Archer alone in the Montana winter during the 1870s who fights for her survival and to retrieve her wonderfully possession, a family horse, from a gang of bloodthirsty bandits. Dom Toretto and his family are back in Fast X. With a budget of $340 million, the film grossed $704 million. Directed by Louis Leterrier, the 10th film in the Fast and Furious saga launches the final chapters of the story. Now they confront the most lethal opponent they've ever faced. A terrifying threat emerging from the shadows of the past who's fueled by blood revenge, and who is determined to shatter this family and destroy everything and everyone that Dom loves forever. Black Lotus is directed by Todor Shapkanov, who worked as an assistant director on The Hitman's Bodyguard and London Has Fallen. The film stars Rico Verhoeven and Frank Grillo. A group of armed individuals has taken control of the German National Opera and is demanding an exorbitant ransom of $300 million. Tragically, they shoot one of the hostages, prompting Matteo to disregard orders and retaliate. Although his actions lead to the liberation of the remaining hostages, it comes at the cost of his dear friend John's life. Devastated, Matteo retreats from the chaos and finds solace working at a sawmill in Romania. Come Out Fighting is the new war film starring Dolph Lundgren, Michael J. White, and Callan Lutz. Set during in this military adventure thriller, a small and a specialized squad of U.S. Army soldiers are sent on an official rescue mission behind enemy lines to locate their missing commanding officer. The squad, upon battling their way through their German defenses, encounter more than they bargained for when they locate a downed U.S. Army fighter pilot. With the help of their friends at the 761st Tank Battalion helm, the squad must fend a way to survive and make it back in one piece with American peace. Mother's Day is the new action drama from Poland starring Agnieszka Grochowska and Adrian Delicta. Mina, a secretive ex-NATO special operations agent, must use all her lethal skills to save her son who has been kidnapped by ruthless gangsters. Finding Max is a double chance for her, a chance for a new sense of adrenaline and the possibility of returning to life for her son, whom she must have had more. Kandahar is the new action movie directed by Rick Roman Wu and starring Tom Reese and Gerard Butler. CIA operative Tom Harris failed his mission and his identity was exposed. Now the agent has to escape from Afghanistan. He is pursued by the best mercenaries in the world and elite special forces of the enemy. Getting to Kandahar is the only chance for salvation. Here, either Allied helicopters or a bullet with his name will be waiting for the hero. Silo is the new sci-fi TV show from AMC Studios starring Rebecca Ferguson, Common, and Tim Robbins. In a bleak dystopian future, humanity clings to survival deep underground within the confines of a colossal silo. Juliet, an engineer tasked with unraveling the mystery behind the death of a colleague, uncovers startling secrets that threaten the very fabric of their enclosed world. Based on the novel Wool by Hugh Howey. McGregor Forever is the new Netflix documentary TV show about Conor McGregor. You will find the moments when Conor is a loving father and husband and just a normal person far better than when he acts like a glorified thug with money. The series covers a very interesting period in his life, basically post-Mayweather when he had it all, a treat for superfans. The Family Stallone is the new reality TV show that follows legendary actor Sylvester Stallone with his wife and daughters in a direct access to their daily life. The power of his stardom is still strong along with the loyalty he commands, because only for Sly would Al Pacino and Dolph Lundgren agree to appear in this show. Fubar is the first TV show starring Arnold Schwarzenegger with a tagline, "Heroes don't retire, they reload." A father and daughter have both been working as CIA operatives for years, but each kept their involvement in the CIA hidden from the other, resulting in their entire relationship being a gigantic lie. Upon learning of each other's involvement in the CIA, the pair are forced to work together as partners, and against the backdrop of explosive action and espionage, learn who each other really are. We hope this episode has ignited your passion for adrenaline-fueled storytelling and reminded you of the sheer thrill that only action movies can provide. As we wrap up this episode, we encourage you to not stop exploring the world of action cinema, whether you're revisiting beloved classics or discovering new hidden gems. Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram. Thank you for joining us, and keep your eyes peeled for future episodes. And don't forget to turn your brain off and enjoy the action.
Right, everyone okay? Kids, you good?